Hey guys, what is going on? It's your boy Optimal, and today I'm bringing you my Q&A 50 subscriber special. And that's right guys, we did hit 50 subscribers last night about 1 o'clock in the morning, and I just want to say before this video starts, thank you all for this amazing achievement. It doesn't sound a lot, 50 subscribers, because it isn't a lot, but I've been working so hard. I've been working my arse off for the last 2 months to make sure that the quality on my channel has improved, because let's face it, the first 2 months of my channel, I didn't even deserve a subscriber. The mic was terrible, the gameplay was terrible, and I just really didn't care. I was just posting random crap on YouTube, and I apologise for that. And I think I've improved as a YouTuber because of you guys liking, commenting, favouriting, subscribing, disliking, whatever you've done. Each and every one of you, haters and likers, 50 subscribers or not 50 subscriber, I just want to say thank you. And now let's get into the Q&A. So just before, I know I just said we're getting into it, but just before that, the first few questions are random questions from fellow YouTubers and friends that mean absolutely nothing to the actual Q&A itself. They were just funny questions I found amusing, so I asked them. Okay, so here we go. So the first one is from a personal friend of mine called Martin. Big shout out to him. And he asked, is your forehead on steroids or is it just natural talent? And I'm afraid, Martin, it is in fact just natural talent. I was born with an amazing sexy forehead, and you just gotta live with my awesomeness, I'm afraid. There's no rehab for me. I've not been taking steroids, I've never taken drugs, and my forehead is pure and beautiful. So yeah, my next question is my Punk Gaming's, and he said, would you rather, no sorry, I messed that up. Which would you rather choose, jumping without a parachute or being abducted by aliens? Now, I could really easily get out of answering this question by simply saying jumping, because you didn't say how far or how far away it was to the ground. But I'm going to assume it's a pretty far away, out of a helicopter or something, like a skydive. And I would still choose the jumping because, A, like I just said, you didn't give a specific, range of how far it is. And also, being abducted by aliens would be scary as shit and could result in me dying or being probed up the arse and raped and then dead. And that sounds really painful and fucking terrifying. Whereas, I don't know, jumping out of a helicopter with no parachute, that just sounds I'd probably have passed out before I hit the ground because of the speed, so I don't know, it'd be a lot more peaceful and quicker. So that's my answer to that one. Alright, so Campy, a guy on Skype, he asked me, do you think Ghost should get more free stuff? I really don't know how to answer this question, to be honest, because personally I think instead of giving us fucking free stuff like camos and stuff, they should be focusing on fixing the shitty game instead of actually going, oh yeah, the game's crap, but here you go, here's a free camo. No, we don't really, to be honest, I couldn't care less if we have a Christmas camo, because I still haven't downloaded it, just like I never downloaded the last DLC pack of Black Ops 2, because to be honest, the DLC really doesn't mean anything to me. I'd much rather play a game that I enjoy than a game that I only play one game mode on and competitive on with my friends and have some new Christmas camo. I don't really understand why. So basically, my answer to this question is Call of Duty should Call of Duty get more free stuff? I think no. I mean, as much as it's a nice little bonus to get free stuff, at the end of the day, they should be patching the game, fixing the spawns, fixing all the issues in the game before I can even give 2 fucks about what camos I have. Alright, so they were the 3 random questions out the way. One of them was poorly answered, but that's just my opinion. I do actually think that we could have a few more free content. I mean, that was actually pretty cool what they did, but I would just much rather have a game that works than a game that's broken, that has a few free camos and a dog that looks like a wolf. So here's the questions about me. The first one is from my personal close friend Oliver Sund, and it is, why is your name The Optimal? I get asked this a lot on Skype, a lot on personal messages on YouTube and at school as this question's been put up. And the only way I can answer this is by telling you the story of how I got the name. So it was about 6 months ago, let's say, when Vexy Gaming was still around and it had just started, and I wanted a new name because we were having Vexy names, and instead of having my original name that I made when I was 10 years old, by the way, so don't like judge me on the name. It was Rich the Ram 101, which sounds gay, to be honest, but I was 10, my name's Rich, and I'm a Derby County fan, so it kind of made sense, and I was really low on creativity, so it was like the easiest, most creative name I could think of, and the 101 means absolutely nothing, it was just a guarantee I had the name. So obviously I was looking for a new name, and it took me ages. I just couldn't think of a good name, and eventually I just came up, me and my mate, we came up to Optical, and then I thought Optical sounds quite cool, but it's too close to Optic, and then somehow we just randomly thought of Optimal, and then I thought, hey, that's not a bad name, so I like tested out how it looks, so that's how I got the capital T and the capital L. And, you know, my name was Vexy_Optimal, as it is for my GTA vids, and yeah, I basically just picked up the name and thought of the YouTube name The Optimal, because I thought it, like, kind of covered everything, just in case Vexy did fail, which it did, which I will cover later in the video. And, you know, that's about it, really, that's how I got the name. So, thanks for the question, Ollie, and I look forward to seeing you at school again. Gay! No, I'm joking. Alright, so Kainator HD. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm retarded, I know. And it's like, who are your normal / YouTube inspirations? Now, I have a lot of inspirations. Like, people, I'm gonna answer this like people who I like aspire to be. You know, my heroes. As such, I have a lot, to be honest. I have a lot of people who I would consider to be people that I look up to. In the music world, there is quite a few. My hero in the music world is probably Kurt Cobain, simply because he just, like, I don't know, he just, I don't really want to get into that, really, just because it's like, this video is going to be a lot longer than it should be, just me talking about the guy, but I think he was an amazing person, and it was tragic what happened to him, and yeah, I've always looked up to him. Another one of my inspirations and one of my heroes was my granddad, who unfortunately passed away 2 weeks ago, and that's been the main reason why the videos have been slacking a bit, but that again is going to be covered in another video because I don't really want to talk about that right now. But yeah, he was one of my heroes. He was like, he's the one that got me into martial arts, so I'm now a black belt in, and I love to pieces doing that. I love doing martial arts. And he was always there. I could always talk to him at any time. He was an amazing photographer, and apparently, according to my dad, I'm a pretty decent photographer for my age. And, you know, I don't know, I just had a lot of things in common with him, and even when he got Alzheimer's, and he was still a bit loopy, he still made me laugh. So they're the two, like, Cobain's my musical inspiration. Like, if I could be like a rock star, that's who I would want to be like. Maybe not the suicide bit at the end, but definitely the talent and like the personality of him. And then obviously my granddad is like my hero at the moment in like life and things. But for YouTube, the person who mainly got me into YouTube, like got me watching YouTube every day, was probably the End04500, and now a lot of you may not know who he is, as he only recently hit 100,000 subscribers, but I have been a subscriber to him for, well, I think I was like his 300th subscriber, something crazy like that. I've been subscribed to him since the Modern Warfare 2 days, and you know, that was a long time ago. And he was uploading a lot of Modern Warfare 2, then he started uploading a lot of Battlefield, and you know, he eventually became my favourite YouTuber, and now he's in the Marines. You know, he's not uploaded in a while, but that's because he's serving his country in the United States, and he's a hero now, and he's my YouTube inspiration, because without him, I would have never thought, I wouldn't even be sitting here recording this commentary right now without his inspiration, and also without you guys, because you guys are the guys that subscribe in and giving the positive feedback. I mean, in a month, I gained nearly 30 subscribers, and that is just insane. So, you guys are partly my YouTube inspirations to keep me going doing YouTube, especially in the tough time I'm having right now. But the end, inevitably, was the guy who started it all. So, thanks for your question, Kai. Sorry I can't pronounce your name properly. I'm a retard, I know. So another personal friend of mine, Regan Stubley, I know him from school, just like I do Oliver, but he also has a YouTube channel that he's going to start uploading on soon in the new year. His name is I'm Praying for the End of Time. I may link it in the description below if I remember to. Sorry if I don't, Regan, but he's an awesome guy and you should definitely check his channel out in the future. And his question is probably the most stereotypical question you can have, but hey ho, it's got to be answered. And it's, why did you start YouTube? Well, this kind of links on to the last question, really. It was, I watched the End 04500 videos and I thought, hey, I might want to do that. I started watching other videos and was like, I'm not too bad at Battlefield, I could do this. And I've been really wanting to do it for about 2 years, but I've just never... My mum's one of the old school type mums. She really hates YouTube. Like, she thinks anything's on there, which kind of is, but I don't know. She thinks it's like viruses and all that crazy crap, like people wanting to steal money, which, yeah, there's a part of it is, but everywhere on the internet that is. And she's a bit internet safety. She doesn't like me going on websites she doesn't know what it is, you know. So it's only been recently that I've actually been a little bit more, you know, I've been actually even 100% allowed on YouTube, because I wasn't even allowed on YouTube till I was about 11, which is fucking retarded in my opinion, but whatever. That's a completely different topic to what we're actually asking. And, you know, I just thought that, like, I've been wanting to do it for a long time, and obviously I never had the equipment to do it, and I never really had the self-confidence. Like, my friends always said, oh yeah, you should do it, you'll be good at it, but I never thought I would be good at it. Like, I just thought, oh, it's one of them things that I think I'm going to be good at, and then I'll fail, and then people will, like, hate me and things like that. But I finally got the courage, bought Elgato in September, spent about a month just uploading random shit that was horrible and got no views at all, and I understand why. And then end of October to the start of November, since GTA Funnies Episode 1, I've been really up in my game and uploading, I would say, pretty decent gameplay. I now have a new intro, which is awesome. I think my commentaries have gotten better. And yeah, that's pretty much all I can say for why did I start YouTube. Simply because I always wanted to do it, and I think I was at the level of skill to do it now, and I finally had the confidence thanks to my friends. So thanks, Regan, thanks for the question, man. Next question is from Texie, who is also the owner of Mist Gaming. So big shout out to him. He's also a really close friend of mine now. We've come to know each other really well since earlier this year, and I can honestly call him a true friend. And his question is, how much did the equipment cost? And I'm glad someone asked this question. So personally, how much did the equipment cost? So everything. I'm going to go from console to the laptop that I'm using, to the microphone, to the Elgato game capture. So I bought the I didn't buy the PlayStation 3. I put money towards the PlayStation 3. Like, it was a Christmas present, but I'd already been saving up money for the PS3, if you know what I mean, because I didn't think I was going to get it. So I'd saved up about £120. So what ended up happening was I can't remember what it was, but I think I can't remember, but basically I spent something on the PS3. I think it was like an upgraded version. That was it, yeah. I put together £120 and I got given the old PS3, like, you know, the old school, like 50 gig memory, and I wanted the new one because I think the newer one looked cooler. Like, it's outdated now. So I basically, all the money I'd saved up originally for the PS3, we took back the old one and like added my money to it, and we got the newer one. That was it. I remember now. And I bought my own headset, which was about £40 at the time. Now only like 10 quid because it's outdated as fuck and it's snapped and everything. I bought my own controller because my other controller broke and stuff like that. The Elgato I bought myself, which was around £110. The laptop my mum bought me, but I think that was around about £400-500, I'm not sure. And the Blue Yeti microphone I got for my birthday last month, November 13th. which is about 80 quid. So that's how much it costs. I don't know if someone good at maths can work that out, because I'm just answering the question. But thanks for the question, Leon. That's pretty cool, man. And the third to last question is from Bad Grizzly HD, and he actually asks 2 questions. The first one is, let me just have a look here. What is your highest kill streak on Ghosts? Okay, so this is, long story short, basically I got a 15. Oh wait, no, sorry, I read it out completely wrong. It's what is your highest kill streak, and it's like gun only. So like, what's your highest gun streak? And that's 15. I got it on Infected. I was using the Bulldog, you know, pretty bullshit way of doing it, to be honest, but you know, it's still a 15 gun streak at the end of the day. And the other one is like my highest streak overall. I would personally say, I can't prove this in any way, but it is 24. And the reason why it's not saved is because I got so mad that I died one off a chem, and I choked it, that I backed out the lobby, and it didn't save it. Like, it saves every other time, but that one time it didn't save. And that's why people don't believe me when I say it. But I really wish I was recording that time, because I was one off that chem, and it really annoys me that there's no proof of it. And it's like all that hard work went to waste just because I got angry. And that proves why you should never rage quit. But the second question that he asks is, why did Vexy end? And it ended really for 3 reasons, I would have said. The main reason why was lack of players overall, but I'm just going to tell you a little story, if I have time. It's 16 minutes, I don't want this video going any longer than half an hour. So, basically, there was the sniping team, there was the competitive team, and at one stage, the co-leader at the time got into an argument with the sniping captain, and the entire sniping team said, we're going to leave if you don't drop this guy, and if you drop our sniping captain, we're all going to leave as well. And it was basically like, it was like the whole team was divided. It was the sniper team, the competitive team. The competitive team really didn't care who went. The co-leader was kind of left on his own in one stage, and the whole sniper team, which was the majority of the team, voted for him to go. And I did a majority vote, which was kind of a stupid thing to do. And it ended up with him leaving. And, like, it was a bad call, but at the time, the guys were doing a good job, and, like, the job they were doing a good job at getting clips and things, which was kind of a waste of time, really, seems like they never got shown. But they ended up all leaving anyway, and then the guy came back eventually, and then there was always, like, this hostile feel. Like, I don't think it was, like, intentional, but there was always this feel that this was just not meant to work out anymore. And it was kind of a shame, because I put so much work into it, and so did Taxi as well. And it was just, like, I made the call, I like, told him about it, that once the co-leader and the leader had left, along, like, it was basically just me, this other guy, and this other guy, and it was just like, we were back at square one for, like, the 3rd time in a few months, and I just couldn't be bothered with it anymore. And I've joined Mist, who I am very, very happy with, each and every one of them. They're both awesome. The 2 people currently in it are both awesome. Leon is currently owning the team right now, like, managing it. He's doing an excellent job in that. And thanks for your questions, Bad Grizzly HD. Nice one. And the last question is from my personal friend Bailey, and it says, what console next gen? I honestly don't know. Like, if I have to choose, it's the PS4. Like, I know for a fact I'm not getting the Xbox One, because I just don't want it. It looks like crap. The shape of it looks like crap. The graphics look like crap, except for Forza. Forza looks sexy, but all the other games look, in my eyes, compared to the PS4 just looks better. Like, I don't know why the Xbox just seems like, maybe it's just me. I mean, I wear glasses, so maybe it's just my eyes, but it seems like there's a little bit of a tint in the Xbox that's a little bit different to the PlayStation 4. And I just think the PlayStation 4 exclusives look better than the Xbox ones, and the PS4 looks like a better console, but they're sold out, so I'm not sure if I've got one. Hopefully I have. But don't know if I will be getting a next gen console here, guys, and it will definitely be the PS4. Anyway, that wraps up every single one of these questions, all in exactly 20 minutes and 5 seconds. I just want to thank each and every one of you who asked the question, each and every one of you that are subscribed to 50, and I want to make a new goal. Honestly, by the new year, if we can get anywhere near 75 subscribers, if we can get 3/4 of the way to 100, that would be so cool by the new year. Anyway, guys, it's been your boy, The Optimal. Please like, favourite, and subscribe for more content like this. And I'm out.